So this is a review of the Globenfeld Super Sport watch from Amazon. It currently retails at $49.99. Let's open it up and see what we've got inside. So first thing to notice, it comes in quite a nice box. It's got like a leather effect cardboard, which is quite nice. And the whole box feels quite luxurious actually. There we go, there's the inside of the watch. You'll notice that it comes with a little manual there which tells you how to use it, and also a 5-year platinum warranty they call it as well, so that's quite nice. The watch itself as well comes in quite a nice padded case as well, which is quite nice. What I'm going to do, as you can see, the watch comes with this little covering on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off, I'm going to adjust it to my wrist size, have a little play around with it, and then come back to you to let you know what I've done. I have taken off the wrapping that was on the watch. It had sort of like a plasticky wrapping, which you can see on these links that I've taken off, which is quite nice because it protects it during transit from any scratches or anything. So that was quite nice. I've also, as you can see, taken out some links. I had to take out 8 links, which is quite a lot for a watch really. So the good thing about this is it should fit a whole different range of wrist sizes, so that is quite handy. It's quite easy to do. As you can see, these little bars, they're thicker on one end than the other end. So the thin end you just put through a thin screwdriver or a paper clip or a link remover, and you push out the bars, get it to the right size, and then just put it back in to join it back up again. So that's quite nice and easy to do. You could easily do that at home without having to take it to a jeweler, so that's quite handy. Now the first thing you'll notice about this watch when you get it is that it is fairly heavy. In fact, before taking the links off, I weighed it and it came in at about 230 grams, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's heavier than a lot of watches. But I quite like it. It's not so heavy that it weighs down your wrist, but it feels nice. I like the added weight of a watch like this. It also feels quite well made. The manufacturer doesn't tell us what metal they've used to make it. They just call it a shark grey metal. So it looks like it could be sort of a chrome effect, to be honest with you. It does pick up fingerprints quite a lot, but to be honest, that's a little quibble there. That's not something that's going to impact its daily use. But it looks quite nice. It's all an even colour. There's no imperfections in where it's been overlaid, so that's quite nice, and it's all very even and very well made. So that's nice. The little locking feature is quite good. It uses 2 levels of locking. So first you've got this lever that comes out, and then when it is closed, it wasn't closed then, you have to also press these 2 buttons at the side before it comes out. So that's quite nice. It's not going to slip out of your hand when it's on your wrist, which is good. It's quite comfortable. The big face on the top fits quite comfortably on the wrist. So what I mean by a big face, if I slot it in and put it on my wrist, you will see that compared to the wrist, it's quite a big face. But a lot of classic looking watches do have quite big faces, and this looks quite good especially if you're in business or something. It looks quite expensive. In fact, I had somebody the other day ask me if it was a Rolex, believe it or not. So yeah, it's quite it's got quite an impressive feel to it. People I think it looks a lot more expensive than the actual price. I asked people how much they thought I paid for it. Had people saying 100, 200, 300 pounds. So that's quite nice. It definitely impresses. The face looks quite nice. It's got this tachymeter around the edge, and it is also waterproof, they say, to 30 meters. So even if you're diving, you're not going to be going below 30 meters unless you're quite serious in that. So that is quite a nice feature as well. The watch works quite well as well. It keeps time well in the couple of days that I've been using it. It's not gone out even by a second or two compared to the GMT clocks that I've got. So that's quite good. So the features on the watch, it has an alarm, it has a stopwatch, and it also tells you the day and the date. and it's quite easy to use these. The included manual talks you through them, but you've got a mode button here which allows you to go to your stopwatch. Your start button at the top, as you can see the time's ticking away there, and you can stop it and reset it, which is quite nice. If you press the mode button twice, you can set your time and your alarm as well, so that's quite handy. One thing about setting the time, the analog watch, so the hands, are set separately to the digital watch on there. So what you'll have to do is set them separately, which would have been nice if they set at the same time, but it's very easy to get the seconds bang on right to match the hand second. When you're setting it, you set when the second starts. You just wait for it to go up onto the top and click to set. So that's quite nice and easy to do. There is also a backlight, which is a nice blue backlight. I don't know how well you can see it on the watch, but one thing is that it only lights up these 3 digital parts. It doesn't light up the main face, so that's not too much of a problem because that tells you the time as well, but it is something to keep in mind. So overall, the watch is very nice. It feels great, it looks good, and to be honest, I think for £50, I've not seen another watch from a well-known brand that comes in at £50 that's anywhere near as nice as this, that you'd be paying about £100 to get something that's as nice as this from a well-known brand. But their RRP of £525, well, I think that's a bit far-fetched, to be honest. I definitely wouldn't pay that for this watch, but at £50 it's a real bargain. I'm not sure about the longevity of the watch. I know in a couple of days of using it I've not had any scratches or anything, which is quite nice, but there again, I do take care of my things, so it may well be because of that. But what I'll do is I'll post back later if I do have any issues with it, if I do get any scratches or if I have any problems with the watch. But as mentioned, you do get a 5-year warranty, so that would cover that if you do have any problems, although I doubt it would cover scratches. So overall, it's a really nice watch. It's well worth the price. It feels and looks great, I think. I'll put a link down in the description to where I purchased it from in case you want to get it from the same place. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or give us a like, as that really does help us out as we're a new channel. So thanks a lot for watching.